Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is January 6, 2016, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the economic calendar today, we have a GBP number coming out at 11:30 this morning, South African time. It's a PMI services number. Should add some weight to the GBP. And then later in the afternoon at 3:15 South African time, we have an ADP employment change number coming out. It shouldn't rattle the markets too much. And then a 3:30 South African time Canadian dollar number, trade balance number that's coming out. It should be kind of interesting to see how that's going to play out on the Canadian dollar. And then at 5 p.m. we have a non-manufacturing number, PMI number coming in the United States. And then of course at 9 p.m. we have a FOMC meeting minutes. That's on the back of the interest rate change of 2 weeks ago, so that should be interesting how that unfolds. Looking at the markets, okay, let's start with the EURUSD. EURUSD broke this support on 108.28 yesterday to 107.44. We mentioned this, as you can see here in the graph. This is not rocket scientist. This is just, doing the right work and doing the homework. And as you can see, we had a resistance here initially, and then we challenged the support. Right here, we broke out, okay, at this tremendous breakout when the interest rate change happened. And then we found this support at 108.28. We challenged it again here, and then we broke it finally over here, and we broke down about 75 pips. That could have been a tremendous trade. Had you traded a one lot position, you could have made $750 in just a couple of days. So honestly speaking, a lot going on in the markets, and interesting to see where the EURUSD is going to bounce from here. We're going to bounce up, or we're going to continue trickling down. It's just coming out at a very interesting week as we come closer to the big number of the non-farm payroll, first non-farm payroll of the year. So that should be interesting how that unfolds. Looking at some of the commodities yesterday, we had a sell-off in oil. Oil back to $36 a barrel from 37. We're making this really nice resistance level of 37.91-ish level, and we're back to almost our dead lows. So oil has been very weak. Looking at the Canadian dollar now, as oil is getting weaker, some of the currencies that are dependent on oil are getting weaker as well. So we're at 140 in the Canadian dollar versus the US dollars. It's fresh session lows, as you can see here. So that'd be kind of interesting how that number unfolds as 3:30 comes out with the trade balance. We'll see further how the Canadian dollar is going to manage. It's still a weekly chart here. Okay, we went from 97 to 140. I think it's one of the largest declines in currencies internationally this year. Altogether, the Canadian dollar has been very, very weak, and we're going back to sessions of 2002. So we're really, on a tear here on the upside, nothing really holding it back from hitting 155, 159 even, and so it should be kind of interesting how this unfolds during the week. Looking at the GBP Japanese yen, also selling off quite harshly, and we finally broke this resistance level as well. It's nice to see that the currencies are trading in tandem with each other. Looking at gold just briefly, we popped up just a few points. We are at resistance here, as you can see, on the top of this range, which should pin through the proper work and add this resistance level. Let's see if we keep up above 185 and sell above 185. We could definitely hit 1100. So that should be kind of interesting to see how gold reacts during this week's number. Looking at the Dow Jones was very quiet yesterday. Not much going on. So we've hit this 17,000 level, and we're bouncing off of it just briefly. After hours trading, we actually sold off here at 16,950. But still, I would say that we haven't broke it out fully on the downside to revisit 15,800 levels soon. So, are we at the end of a bull market, the beginning of a bear market? Perhaps. This could be just the beginning of it, but we need to get the confirmation. We're looking at the New Zealand dollar versus the USD. As you can see here, a big sell-off overnight. We had about 75 pips just this morning, the sell-off. So the question is, are we going to continue going down? Looking at the chart, we're on almost our lows, okay, back down to this level, a little bit of a resistance support level right here at 66. But you know, ultimately, I'd like to see it really break down below 66,191 before I declare it a breakout short, and then we could probably see 0.6465. So those are the picks for today. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.